I'll go ahead to library and check if the video is up. It is up, right? I deleted.
Okay, we are live. We are live. Interesting. Interesting YouTube technology. Yeah, so that's, I guess, the same link. I'll just paste to you and then you to Tux. Alright.
Meetux.
What?
Meetux.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that, right? I mean, you were accidentally.
That is also not a problem. Kind of.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay. Today we have something really interesting about China.
Something spicy.
Something really spicy.
Something absolutely spicy.
Yep. 110% spicy.
NVIDIA doing chip design using RL.
So what is that?
I mean,
Reinforcement learning. That is too much.
Yeah.
Chip design using R.
Correct. I
I mean,
think they might have something. Otherwise, they won't do it, right?
NVIDIA has next level things. I know. This could be one of them.
Yeah.
They are no joke, I guess. They are giant in terms of deep learning.
Correct. I mean,
Probably they are competing with Google.
Yeah.
They are neck to neck with Google, in my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, see, even Google, right?
Yeah.
The base algorithms used by Google is NVIDIA's CUDA.
100%.
So,
So technically, they owe everything to NVIDIA.
Correct.
Absolutely correct. Alright, so just checking. We already have one viewer, right? And we'll start for that.
Absolutely.
Alright, so boosting it to my network.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the OpenTalks episode number 33. Again, as you can see, like we are side by side together. So, last time, what happened is Abraham had to go to his home, and we were not together. So,
And I got a disease.
Yeah. he got some problems with his eyes. So yeah, that was a problem. But yeah, now we are live. So yeah, we can start this episode, right?
Absolutely.
So I mean, we can, now there is no need to wait for the sync, right? We can, what do we say? Do it together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's roll the introduction to 3, 2, 1. Alright, so seems like we are back. Yeah. Okay, so the first topic is Intel. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, we are already laughing at Intel now.
Yeah. So, you know, Intel released, what do you say, GPU,
I mean,
right?
let's do a build up, right?
Okay. I think you are better at building. You
So
can do it.
let's say
Yeah.
there's a microprocessor company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is the basic procedure? You build a silicon,
Right.
you test it in
Right.
different conditions,
Correct.
and then you will build another silicon,
Right.
rectifying the problems.
Right.
Then you will build another silicon.
Hmm.
At last, at some time, you will deem like the silicon is good enough.
Correct. Correct.
It has no longer bugs that can be detected in lab.
That is correct.
Right. So let's ship it to customers.
Hmm.
This is a normal way.
That's a
Intel is inventing new ways.
Oh yeah.
Intel says there is no need for any more testing.
Interesting.
You can just ship it.
Oh man.
People are the testers. Why test it with money when they can get money testing it?
100%. Yeah. That's what's happening, and it's not even put in cheap ass laptops, right?
Absolutely. Put it in hands.
Put it in the absolute heights.
Yeah.
The absolute those 1% people who wants absolute stability put on those laptops
Yeah.
and ruin the brand name of every laptop maker.
Yeah. In short words, you can say
Yeah.
whoever is going to buy this are doomed.
Absolutely.
Like doomed. Like
Correct.
there is not even any other word which fits it.
Yep.
Linus Tech Tips already released a video on this.
Right.
If you are confused like whatever you are saying, you can directly go to Linus Tech Tips video and check Intel Arc.
Right. So that thing which
So
Intel
now you
released,
can
right?
continue.
All right. So as Abram told, right, that Intel has fucked up. So that fucked up thing is Intel Arc. Yeah, looks like sounds like Arch, but not Arch. Arc. So as Abram, absolutely all. Abram, as Abram told, right, I mean, Arch is kind of rolling this show. It has lots of bugs when it updates. So kind of nearby.
At least there is a testing.
There's a testing
Testing.
layer. Yeah, absolutely. So what happened? This is what we are guessing. What happened is Intel had to release Arc before
The next GPU rollout of NVIDIA campus.
exactly. So Arc is not about GPU, right? Abram?
It's like the CPU, right?
Hmm.
The new V core, P core, E core
Yes.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Plus a heavy high-end
Dedicated GPU.
Yeah, it's not dedicated. It's inside.
Yeah.
It's integrated only,
Hmm.
but it is dedicated level in terms of processing,
Interesting. Interesting indeed.
right? So what they are really aiming at is machine learning, ray tracing,
Right.
and game development.
Yep.
Right? All those fancy stuff. Not really normal gaming,
Understood.
right? But the thing, even transcoding, right?
Yeah.
The only thing is,
Hmm.
these all only work if the thing worked.
Exactly. I mean, you remember the part where Linus tried to compare that with NVIDIA,
Yeah,
and he couldn't compare
because
because the handbrake didn't complete the video editing.
it used the RAM. That is, VRAM, right? Video RAM.
Yeah, it got filled up.
Yeah,
filled
it filled up.
totally. Yeah,
Totally. That sat there
absolutely.
at 0%, doing
So-
nothing.
Yeah, so I mean, this seems like the hardware team that did its job.
Yes.
The software team, the driver team, didn't do their job.
See,
Or
now
probably
the
they
question
didn't
is,
get the time.
how did they test it? Without the software accompanying the hardware, how did they test the damn thing?
That's a really good question. Absolutely correct.
It's like, any chip manufacturer will do software, they will
Yeah.
build softwares on it. They will build, libraries. They will build stuff on it.
Yep.
Then after they are like, all of them are at least 50% complete, right?
Right.
All the other software, I'm not talking drivers.
Yes.
Drivers are already made.
Correct.
They are stable, like
Yeah.
stable AF, right?
Absolutely.
And then only it's given to the normal software developers to develop. And that time also chip is not released.
Oh,
Chip is still internal, right?
exactly.
This
It's
is
an engineering product, right?
engineering sample, yeah.
Engineering sample, yeah.
This is messed up in different realms, right? See, Intel was something with stability. Like,
Yeah.
if it was AMD who did it, I mean,
Right.
AMD had a new architecture. They
Right.
had less people, right?
Yes.
Intel has like lot of people, right?
Some 10x, 25x people,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. They have lot of money lying around.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason why people normally buy Intel, even enterprise customers,
Yeah.
is they expect stability.
They expect everything to just work.
Yeah.
Right. And then.
And now it works by not working. So
Absolutely.
perfect. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Intel basically killed themselves even before the game started.
That is absolutely correct. But I mean, see, if they just wanted to test it, right, put it on a cheap ass laptop.
Absolutely.
So what I understand is they did a lot of R&D. Hardware did not did a lot of R&D. They just want to recover the money.
Yeah.
That's why they're putting the price on the higher end to the manufacturers. Manufacturers are thinking this is a really good product because it's priced higher. Maybe it's a new technology,
Yeah.
and they're putting that thing on their latest bleeding edge laptops, and that's not working out at all. That's a problem.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one of my friend is saying,
Yeah.
can you check if the audio for the stream is working?
Okay.
I am hearing some kind of noise,
Alright.
especially when I am talking.
Okay.
So,
So we'll check that. No issues at all. Just
yep. Thank you for that.
Yep. Just wait for 15 seconds.
Okay.
Alright. So yeah, that kind of seems fine to us. What we'll do is after the stream we'll kind of check what
Tune it.
Yeah. We literally have Sennheiser 280 Pros, right? So we'll check
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
Actually, see, like currently the our setup is temporary.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a temporary setup.
So from tomorrow we are getting permanent setups with probably dedicated mics, if possible, for both of us.
Correct.
Right.
That is correct.
By that time, everything should be
Absolutely fine.
pretty simple.
Next time you will see a different background.
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing. So yeah, probably Intel roast is done.
Yeah, Intel roasted.
Now let's come to the next topic.
I mean, they are not roasted. They're like blown away from
They're
the
not. I mean, releasing a inferior product is fine, right?
Yeah, sure.
But releasing a product late is fine.
Yeah.
But releasing a defective product is not at all fine.
I mean,
That's the problem.
technically, see, software and hardware is
Yeah.
from the company, right?
Yeah.
So even if the hardware works and software doesn't work,
Okay.
it's still defective.
Yeah, absolutely correct. 110% correct. Alright, so we can probably move to the second topic.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think you want to do video or should I?
I mean, let's see.
Chinese police department gets
Oh yeah, right.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
like the one place, right, where the data never gets out, even if you try to get it out.
North Korea. There people don't get out.
There, data gets out. There is no data being made.
Correct.
But here there is lot of data. Cameras everywhere. Like think about a place.
Yep.
It looks like tech heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is basically a jail to a whole different types of people.
Absolutely.
Right. And who tries to make sure that other people think everything is fine.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And that particular region, right, has great firewall.
Oh.
Even people call it GFC. Right. So that particular firewall is very hard to breach.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what happened?
That got breached. Shit. Oh, man.
Unbreachable firewall
Yep.
breached.
Oh, man.
So
That seems
we are
impossible.
talking none other than China, right? So
Yeah.
anywho, the police records of more than, this is petabytes we're talking. How much petabytes?
23 terabytes.
Terabytes. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, terabytes.
terabytes.
Terabytes is, when you think about it, not that big. Records a text.
Yeah. Text.
It's not
Right.
that big, right?
Yeah. Probably some images, right? Probably some low resolution images.
Images, yeah. I mean, with the other level of images. So, it works. So, estimated how many people lose their identity.
I mean, whole China.
Whole China.
Yeah.
Actually, a secret thing, right? The whole world lost identity to China. TikTok.
Correct. That is correct.
Right?
100% correct.
So TikTok, if you don't know the context, right? So servers are still in China.
Yep.
So the Soviet Union or whatever, right? I mean, whatever government agency can literally willy-nilly go in, get the data, because China has the particular policy where you have to give the key to the government.
Even Apple gave the key.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
So everyone has to give the key or get lost from the mainland.
Absolutely.
It's done. So here, people don't have privacy, and that backstabbed.
Yep.
The
100%.
whole data, right,
Correct.
which was saved in the, not whole, at least the majority, is now in the dark net.
It's going around, right?
Like, we don't know who is downloading it, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's all, see, it's the addresses, it's the name, it's the photos, it's the criminal records.
Probably their social security number,
Yep.
probably their social security score, probably if they will kill another person, or if they will be, put in a jail in X amount of years.
Yep.
All the prediction, right?
Everything out.
Everything is now out.
Absolutely.
So I am hoping someone to download this. We don't have the link. There is this, like, somewhere.
It is somewhere in the world.
Someone should download it. Do a, put a machine learning algorithm,
Correct.
extract the information,
Yep.
and tell what the Chinese government is really doing wrong
Right.
from the data. I'm not telling you to publish the data.
Hmm.
What was there in it?
Yeah.
What was there? And did they predict? Did they do the surveillance? Are there detention camps? It is already there, right? There are proofs. Detention camps are there.
Yeah.
In like inner places of China, they put people who doesn't obey the laws, who doesn't follow by the book, right?
Correct.
Who tries to out of the box things,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
With Chinese government,
Correct.
they all put in something like called detention camps.
Yeah. Right.
So these things, right? Like they are even the public knowledge. We don't actually have the real data, right?
Right.
We have pictures of the place. We have pictures of external, images. We have even pictures of inside places, but not that well, right?
Yep.
this might actually give us direct government record of that having it.
Absolutely right.
So the whole, at least see, I'm pitiful about the people in China.
Yeah,
Like,
that's interesting thing. I know what happened. We we can discuss it afterwards.
Why?
I know what happened. That TV is on. It's not off. The screen is off. Yeah,
what was it?
Netflix just quits right after some time out.
But how did the TV screen turn off?
I turned it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
But see, it is not responding to volume.
I'm telling you, Netflix was on. That was the thing. Yeah. Just turn it off.
Shh.
I'll do it. You can take it.
Oh, it's from China. Turn it.
Probably it is China, man.
Yeah,
We
probably.
never know.
You'll never know.
Yep.
Yeah, anyone said anything?
Easter egg, lol.
Easter egg though.
Easter egg तो है.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was next joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess everyone see, if Chinese government can get hacked, right?
Yeah.
What about Indian government?
And it's already hacked.
What about not collecting more data?
Yeah, that is something, that's something government can do, right? If they don't collect data, how can they be secure?
Yeah, how can they track everything?
Yeah, how can they prevent people from bombing?
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, like, how can they prevent people from even doing illegal things?
Correct.
There should not be any encryption.
Absolutely.
I'm speaking from my heart.
Right.
Encryption should die.
And encryption, who invented encryption? We should kill that person.
Yeah. It shouldn't be there. It's the one thing that is preventing people from,
Absolutely.
being secure.
Absolutely correct.
Right?
If it was not there,
If it was not there, the banking, financing, everything should be perfectly okay.
absolutely correct.
No one will spend, money from another person's bank or anything.
No
Banking
good.
sector doesn't use encryption at all.
Absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
You don't need encryption.
Yeah, I'll just scan the packets and I'll tell what you ate today.
Yeah, I mean, see, if everything is public,
Yep.
then how can criminals hide?
Exactly.
Right.
That's the problem.
I mean, there are some ways,
Hmm.
not using a phone.
Correct.
But
Using
that is not how government works.
Correct.
Government assumes every criminal use a phone.
Absolutely right. A smartphone. Android
Yeah, and smartphone.
Maybe iPhone.
Yeah, even a permanent phone,
Common. Yeah.
not a borrowed phone. Right? They will just take it, send some data, then they just fly away
Yep.
to some other place.
Yeah.
By the time they are onto them,
There is
they are
a
no longer.
kind of what do we say? What they're trying to assume, right? Criminals are poor.
Yeah.
They have amount lakhs and lakhs of rupees to build a TNT bomb. They don't have a small amount of money to throw away that phone. Very interesting.
Unless
Yeah.
someone is following them.
That is so correct.
We don't want to go to the topic because that is a whole.
Yeah.
thriller.
Technically, everything is encrypted, but that stream is not encrypted. So
Correct.
we'll go to the next topic, I guess. Okay, so Avram, do you know Windows 11 is shit?
Oh.
You
I
didn't
never
know
knew-
that,
I never
right?
knew that.
You didn't know.
No.
Now you know.
Oh yeah.
Now Avram is enlightened.
Yeah, I'm enlightened.
Yep. So, see, AMD CPUs don't work perfectly, that's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe some games lag for some particular GPU, that's fine. TPM 2.0 requirement is fine. Some 8 Gen or above Intel or maybe Zen 2 or above requirement, Zen 1 or above, which is fine. What if you don't have a Microsoft account? Can you use Windows 11?
I mean, if I'm a normal person
Yeah.
buying a Windows Windows 11 copy.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
It should be enough,
should
right?
Yeah.
Now it's not.
Sure.
Latest update in Windows 11, right? It mandates every user to sign in with Microsoft.
Or sign up.
Or sign up, yeah. And then sign in with Microsoft account.
Now I'm wondering, right?
Yeah.
Forward 10 years or from now, API changes.
Okay.
Will the Windows 11 even log in?
Oh man. They require some, give us your phone number.
They will require some kind of a hack.
Interesting.
Like Rufus did.
Yep. Rufus did a really good hack. So what Rufus did, guys? They made a bypass. Rufus is, I'll explain Rufus, right? Rufus is a utility which basically uses maybe DD at the back end to.
It's probably not DD because it's
Okay.
Windows utility, right? So
Interesting. Yeah. Probably similar concept with 2DD, which takes ISO as the input and flashes everything which is in the ISO to a flash drive
yes.
and makes your flash drive bootable with some extra files, right? So that's all it is. Like it makes an installation USB. Now those guys did an amazing job. What they did is they developed a utility which bypasses the Windows 11 sign-in requirement.
Yep.
Right. So technically, you can use Rufus to make a bootable media, which can not require sign-in. But there is a catch.
But yeah, I mean, every good thing comes on the flip side.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
That especially true with Windows.
100%.
So what is the flip side?
Okay. So the flip side is that you won't get Windows updates, security updates.
So
Yeah.
it's either going into a gunfire area without bulletproof vest.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But ability to do whatever you want.
Correct.
Or going with a bulletproof vest.
Right.
Hands tight.
Absolutely right. I mean, it is something like here I am standing. Right? I can go here and give the data to Microsoft.
Yeah.
I can go here and give the data to hackers. Probably I'll go with hackers.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that is the only way.
Yeah.
I mean, see, Rufus, I don't think they are hacking. Right?
Yeah,
They are a
of course
public
not.
utility. So they should be doing some DLL injection or something.
Yep.
I mean, technically hacking, but they should not be having any kind of a telemetry or additional stuff
Absolutely not.
added into the thing.
Yeah.
If it was added, it should be already making waves. People who are already good at it should
Right.
be reverse engineering the whole thing
Correct.
and already
Yeah.
making it public, right?
I mean, there are lots of millions and millions of eyes who are watching Windows and its move, right? And
Especially
all the
Rufus.
utilities. Yeah, especially Rufus. Correct.
Because there's one utility, right? Just chuck around, like
It's from ages.
It's from ages.
Ages.
Yeah. The oldest, I guess, bootable utility was Power ISO. If I'm correct.
Yeah.
People started making bootable USBs from Power ISO,
Correct.
and Power ISO just disappeared one day because they were paid. People had to crack it
Oh,
to get a bootable ISO,
that's the end of that thing.
and that was it. The Roofers came in with a bang.
I see.
Open source, right? Some part of it is closed, but majority open source.
That's correct.
And just simple, just select the drive, select the select the ISO, start. That's it. I mean, if you want, you can tweak a little bit, but that is it. That is all you have to worry about.
Interesting.
These two things
Right.
and a big start button.
Yeah.
Power ISO was on another level. Like you had to, probably crack it using some kind of a keygen or something.
Right.
Then you have to write the USB, then hope it works. If
Yeah.
it doesn't work, tweak the settings,
Correct.
try once more.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
And see, these people did a good job by doing this.
Yes.
But Microsoft, now we know, stubborn like fuck.
Yep.
They are, they won't change. See, Windows 11 had so much disadvantages.
Yeah.
They fixed none of them.
None of them. Absolutely.
They are always just rock solid on the decisions they made. Even TPM required. See,
Yeah.
give a warning every time the PC boots up.
Yeah.
This PC has no TPM.
Maybe TPM not good.
Yeah, this has an older TPM.
Yep.
May not be secure.
Correct.
If you are doing accounting or some information on this, beware that if you get hacked, we are not responsible for it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Allow them to run.
Yeah.
You know what? On second thought,
Right.
don't allow it.
Right.
Fuck Microsoft. Go Linux.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Probably.
for whatever people
Yeah.
having the Windows 11 issue
Yeah.
is not able to install Windows 11.
Mm.
Why use a paid operating system
And
with more problems?
paying and still getting ads.
Paying, still getting ads.
Right.
Paying and getting blue screens.
Absolutely.
And updates just in the right moment when you need something to be
Exactly.
done.
Paying and getting lesser FPS in games.
Exactly. Paying and getting lesser stability.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh man.
Like, why? I haven't seen a single Windows 11 installation in any enterprise environment yet.
Yep.
No Windows 11.
Right.
Probably the reason is enterprises are not sure yet on this thing.
Absolutely.
Right? If they are not sure, how can the real people be?
Exactly.
They should have the best and the best of best from Microsoft.
Correct.
And the best of best is not enough for enterprises.
You know what is best of best?
Yeah.
Don't give regular updates. Give older version of Windows 10, which is tested like hell.
Exactly.
And
And give only very important updates if necessary.
if necessary. That's all Windows Enterprise is.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Windows 10 enterprise.
Yeah, Windows 10 Enterprise. Correct.
And there's another thing Dexter coming. October.
Oh shit. So that is weird, right? I mean, see, you all know, right? Windows 11. People still had a choice. They could have stayed on Windows 10 if they don't have a compatible laptop. Now, Windows 10 dies on 2025, October 14th. That's like, just 3 years from this time, right? So probably someone bought Windows 10 laptop last year. Already it's compatible, right? Let's imagine it is compatible. But for XYZ
I mean,
reason,
let's imagine the processor is so new.
yeah.
It's compatible.
Yeah. But let's say if that person is poor and he bought 7th Gen i3.
Or he bought a laptop from another person used.
Yeah. Now he knows that after 3 years, his laptop won't be usable. It will be usable, but with
Older Windows 10.
older Windows 10. Without any
Without any
security.
security updates.
Right?
And
How secure he is.
technically, Windows has even, in the old days, right, deployed some kind of a, self-destruct code where it just says, upgrade your Windows or GTF. Right? And people
I
have
seen that.
basically given, patched versions
Yep.
for that.
Yep.
Like presently, if you take a fresh disk of Windows XP, install it in your machine, it won't run.
Yeah.
It won't run.
Yeah.
Even Windows are fresh, like I'm talking from Microsoft,
Yep.
directly from Microsoft, because they always put an end period in their product. After that, it doesn't work.
I see.
And I think this end period, right? I mean, this is just a software,
that is
shutdown.
Software limitation, yeah.
Yeah. After some time, right, there should be a hard-coded time
Absolutely right.
inside Windows. Right?
Yep.
When that runs out, people are dead.
Yeah.
We are talking anything below 8 gen.
Correct.
You know how, what is the latest and greatest? It's 11th gen.
Yeah.
12th is just pushing out. Really.
Yeah. Correct.
Right? 11th gen is what is in the mainstream.
Yes.
And you know how many numbers it is of? 3.
Oh.
3 years.
Yep.
3 dang years. I mean, I'm talking like
Hmm.
the Windows 11 released 1 year before.
Okay.
That was 2 years.
Yeah.
Right? So they were like literally like, okay, you know what? Kill everyone.
Right.
Every notebook.
Right.
We are going to only support devices 2 years from the past.
That is going into the Android 11.
And see, the always the option was running Windows 10,
Yes.
right, for the other people.
It was always
And after, around 3 years, that is 6 years for the oldest, and for the newest, around, we told 3 years. So it is like -3. So 3 years.
correct.
So 3-year-old laptop will stop working.
I see.
Working, they might end up in the landfill.
Okay.
One way, right? Or other way is install Linux. Last way is install hacks.
Yep. Yep.
You know that Windows 11, even with hacks, don't work perfectly with non-compatible devices.
Oh, interesting.
It tries at max to make the the performance and
Yeah.
everything hell for the user.
I see.
Even the updates, they start getting worse.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem. I mean,
This is very bad. I mean,
Yep.
people can hack it. Microsoft is never going to fix it.
never. Absolutely correct. Yeah. I thought I would never install Windows 11 in my life, right?
See, we are currently in a place where we are staying with a lot of people. Right? And how many laptops are you? What do you think?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9.
At least 9. How many runs Windows 11? Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Yep.
One runs Windows 11.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
This is like a random sample. We are tech guys.
Yep.
We are not running Windows 11.
Correct.
And the
We
other
are-
people
we are
are not even into tech.
Absolutely right.
I mean, one person is running Windows 11.
Yeah.
Others are not even bothered about Windows 11.
Absolutely right.
See the thing. Windows 11 adoption is nothing.
Because it doesn't bring anything new. It's a skill version.
And it throws away some good things.
Good thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. And see, rounded corners, all those things, they want Mac to feel fine.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's fine.
Give everything, right? Every feature, right?
Correct.
Even right click contest menu is now harder.
Okay.
You have to go to more or something shitty like that, right? You have to see, it will give you a brief right click menu. If you want the fully fledged one, you have to click on something else in that thing. Like, I don't know, man. People just don't just do copy paste delete.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There are people who do open with, there are a lot of things sent to. All those things are really good, useful things.
Yes. Those
Right.
are all things are kind of maybe sometimes hardly reachable or gone.
And now the remote desktop app, even that is gone. That is not even for pros now. Yeah. Remote desktop is no longer there. I mean, they're started to remove it from home, right? Back in Windows 10 era, and now it has gone from Pro as well, right? So now it's exclusive to enterprises. You can still remote to another PC, right? But you
You cannot-
can't, host a remote server.
Host.
Yeah.
There's a problem. I mean, there's a huge problem. Pro is for that only.
Yeah. Pro and for workstations.
Yeah.
That supports it.
Correct.
Only one user can log in. What is the definition of workstation, right? Like, workstation is a station where so many people work in.
Exactly.
That is workstation. It's not desktop. It's workstation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
See, like Microsoft is doing these PT things. That is the reason why no one is adopting Windows 11.
100%.
And TPM 2.0. TPM 2.0 is, even people with software support of TPM 2.0 are not getting.
Correct.
Right. Zen 2 barely supports it. Right. Zen 1 is done.
That's not.
Like, even the drivers are sketchy. Right.
Absolutely.
Zen 3 supports it.
Of course.
Yeah. Zen will
Latest
support
and
it.
greatest. Yeah.
Zen 4 probably will, right? But like the Intel's case of
Okay.
having sketchy drivers,
Yeah.
and that sketchy drivers, even if you install a proper driver,
Yeah.
right, the driver getting replaced by Microsoft, right? All these shitty things, right, makes us wonder,
Yeah.
what are we really paying for?
Okay.
What are we paying for?
We are paying for our data getting uploaded to Microsoft servers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are paying for them to steal our data. It's no longer about your computer.
Yeah.
Your computer now belongs to Microsoft.
Correct.
They owns it. They can do whatever they want. They can push ads. They can upload data.
Right.
They can do whatever they want with your laptop,
Right.
your life.
Yep.
Right. And it feels like something which is happening in another space
Correct.
called Android.
Absolutely.
And this is so pity to have, like, because see, they are wanting control.
Yeah.
Everyone is wanting control. So let's see if there is some user.
Yeah. Some questions from users, right? Okay, so one user is saying my Wi-Fi driver got fixed by Microsoft or fucked by Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
There is FXT. I assume it is fucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So Wi-Fi driver getting fucked is a fairly
Common thing.
common thing in Windows. See, Linux, if it works, right, it always works.
Absolutely.
If it works in the start, it works for the life.
Yes.
Unless you-
Unless that driver is so old
Yeah.
that they think about depreciating it.
Correct.
Then it is just one command away. That is a kernel mode should be installed.
Right. Absolutely. But Windows, what happens is, drivers are not part of a kernel, right? I guess if I'm not.
Absolutely.
So they comes with the Windows update, and technically Windows update can fuck it up. See, what happens is sometimes vendors do say to Windows update, right, that this driver is not compatible with this laptop. Don't push it to this laptop. But what happens is, after some time, the support for that particular laptop is gone. Now Microsoft is the entity who decides what goes to this laptop. At that time, this thing can happen.
Absolutely.
So that's what I guess happened with you, Lord. So probably what you can do is, you might have already figured out, but just in case if you have not figured it out, you can get the serial number of the, what do you say?
Yeah.
Maybe directly go with the model, Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Even you can go with the Wi-Fi manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
Directly.
Go to the website, download the driver,
Absolutely.
downgrade the driver.
Absolutely down.
He-
And prevent Windows from upgrading it ever again.
I see. He's saying that his Wi-Fi disappeared. It's like plague, right? Plague on Asus tough devices.
Got
It's
it.
like 7 out of 10 users have it.
The tough, I know, it's a Ryzen series.
Oh, interesting.
So probably they don't care a fuck about that. Right? That is what is happening. I mean, if they did,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have done this.
Correct.
Wi-Fi is very basic, right?
That's the basic.
I don't think Microsoft will do it. This is not Microsoft doing it, right?
Yeah.
See, this is
Okay.
someone else screwing it up.
Okay.
Microsoft pushing it.
Pushing it. Yeah.
Because Microsoft want your Wi-Fi to be on in the first place.
Yeah. Correct.
They want it to stay so that they can upload it.
Upload the data. Yeah.
Right? Majority, I mean, see, like all majority of the users, where do you see the net? There's Wi-Fi.
Yeah. See, this laptop doesn't have Ethernet port.
Even the laptop we are streaming from is not Ethernet.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's an LG
Absolutely
RAM, right?
Correct. Okay. He has Intel variant. Just saying.
Intel, oh, tough book Intel.
It
That is a tough choice.
That's a tough choice.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that is a tough choice. I mean, that probably has Qualcomm Adros or
Yeah.
Intel's Wi-Fi.
Right. Probably Qualcomm.
Qualcomm, yeah. In that point,
Interesting.
that is very interesting. It's like, yeah, I mean, in Ubuntu, right?
Mm.
This used to happen, right? There would be a kernel update,
Yep.
which kind of makes the Wi-Fi disappear.
Right. That can happen.
And there are like when I was in college, there were like professors like coming with a laptop. Please fix my Wi-Fi. It has disappeared.
Shit. Oh man.
Right? I mean that is Linux at least, right? Where people are supposed to have at least like some technical knowledge.
Right.
This is something which is like a noob level of us.
Yep.
Noob. I'm not saying like the people who are techie will not use it. I'm talking some OS which should go in autopilot.
Correct.
Without any intervention, right?
Absolutely.
It could not figure out that the Wi-Fi driver is shit. It's not working.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's
and
roll back.
fix it. Roll back.
Yeah.
Report it to Microsoft.
Correct.
Basic thing.
Yeah.
Understand what the laptop is capable of.
Exactly.
Now what it's not capable of.
Correct.
Why it's not capable of.
Right.
Ask user, is the Wi-Fi broken?
Correct.
Right. Even audio, right? They used to
Yeah.
ask, like, audio, is the audio broken? If your audio broken, is the speaker working?
Right.
However, tough laptops are they at least as good as raw ones? See, I don't actually have any issues with tough laptops. They are heavy,
Correct.
dang
Right.
heavy.
Right.
So I would not suggest for any person to buy that
Yeah.
when they want to carry it a lot.
Right. That's a tough choice. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They have to have a tough choice. I mean, first,
Tough shoulders.
tough shoulders, tough back. Right?
Yep.
Everything has to be tough. Right?
Right.
But if you just take that out of the way, it has a good GPU.
Yeah. Amazing GPU. Right.
It might have a Ryzen, most probably Ryzen's.
Yeah. Nowadays,
It's all Ryzen.
70% is Ryzen.
Probably a series.
Yep.
High end. I mean, that's the highest you can go in laptop.
Correct.
Workstation grade processor.
Yep. It's ASUS, so they know electronics.
Yeah, they know electronics.
Correct.
Unless they are shipping a boat to Arjun.
Oh man. Shit.
And that thing dies.
Oh man. The one user is saying it is bad thermals. So probably,
Most of the laptops have bad thermals.
and that user
The
has
question is
that user
how
has,
bad it is.
I mean, see, that user is Intel. There you go.
The thing is, see, like bad thermals is something laptop manufacturer will still do. See, they want to deliver higher performance at a lower thermal budget.
Yep.
Right. So they will have not enough adequate cooling. Right.
Yeah.
And they will just give you the max clock. Right.
This only happens with the gaming laptops.
Yeah. They just want you to have that bit of performance.
Correct.
When you're doing normal stuff. Right.
Right.
But when you're doing heavy stuff, the thermal saturation hits.
Oh.
That's when CPU is going to run at 100 degrees centigrade, underclock itself to
Okay.
safeguard itself.
Yep.
It will hit at last 90 degree, around 90-95 degree.
Right.
That is when it has settled at a clock speed. Right. Well, if we get 100, then the thermothrottling graph will start peaking. Right.
Yeah.
Then slowly the temperature will decrease. Then it will steady
Right.
at that point.
Yeah. That's a
That's a normal
equilibrium.
And that is what it is, right? See, 45 watts of CPU. It's very hard to cool it, right? You know,
Yeah.
you know how big the cooling of desktop is.
This big at least.
Yeah, and that is 65 watts.
Yeah, that's
We are not talking like even 60 watts, right? We are not talking like heavy, what do you call, like 120 watts things.
Correct.
Just merely 60 watts take that much of heatsink.
Yes.
And how much space is in a book, an ultra book, or a normal laptop? It's nearly nothing. So what they do
This
is,
thing.
yeah, they do is they increase the the fin grit, right? There is number of fins in the fan.
Right.
They increase it. They increase the number of fans. They try to route the thermal pipe.
Yeah.
In a such a way that it goes through all the components in
Which
the
are producing.
opposite way.
Interesting.
So, for example, GPU heating up is not that bad as CPU heating up.
Correct.
So CPU will be first cooled, then
Then
GPU,
GPU will be-
then
Correct.
other components. Right.
Right.
So like that it will go.
That's
So all these things combined, right? Unless they are water cooling the laptop, Right? It is not enough. And this is the last problem. Even if
Right.
they design it properly,
I see.
they push the limits, perfectly balanced, right? Like Thanos says,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Balanced, right? Then what happens is there is a thing called dust,
Oh man,
right?
that thing is the
Yeah.
worst thing, worst enemy.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, this is the problem. Desktop have really lot of thermal. Even if dust accumulates, you can say like old PCs which are sitting in government buildings.
Oh man.
If you open that, you won't even understand it's a fan.
Correct.
Even that runs cooler than laptops
Oh man.
with dust, right? With 1/200th of the dust.
Right.
The reason is that it's like the balance is just the tipping edge, right? It's just hanging. You add 1 more milligrams in this,
Correct.
it's going to tip over.
It's going. Yeah.
That is how much they are pushing it, right?
Absolutely.
And that is how it is. People want performance,
Correct.
and they have to deliver it, right?
Absolutely.
And like people want more faster charging. They're delivering 120 watts, 250 watts charging
Yep.
for phones.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like crazy.
That is. I mean, I have seen a demo of 240 watts in one open phone. Right.
So there was a suggestion. I'm just going at it.
Okay.
Um, from one year. Please
Yeah.
talk about Xiaomi Mi Pad 5.
Xiaomi.
Mi Pad 5. I actually heard about this. But
Yeah. So
let me just confirm if that is the thing.
yeah, it costs around 25,000.
Got it.
Let's see the specs, I guess. Let's scan the specs.
Yep.
Probably this is it.
Yeah.
Alright, it is HDR 10 Dolby Vision 120 Hz. That's interesting.
On a phone.
10-bit display.
Got it. Yeah.
11,
On a phone.
11-inch size.
Okay.
Snapdragon 860. Better choice.
For you.
7 nanometer. Yeah. UFS 3.1. Now I doubt this thing.
Cool. Might have display.
Okay, let me check. USB. It is not written. Yeah, it is written. 3.1 is written, right?
Okay. UFS.
Maybe not. Oh shit.
See, UFS.
There is UFS. Type C. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. See. Not to be confused. It is
Yeah.
not 3.1 USB.
Correct. Absolutely not.
It's 2.0 probably.
Probably 2.1. Absolutely right.
No HDMI, guys. No
No
HDMI.
HDMI.
I mean, it's not like we want it. If it is there, it is nice here.
Right. It has 4 speakers, by the way. 4 speakers. So they are trying to imitate a product which is already in the market.
Okay. See. It's Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
Dolby Vision needs 2 things.
Hmm.
One is the screen to be next level.
Okay.
Second is the audio to be next level.
Oh yeah.
This is certification.
I see. So that has to be really good.
Yeah. I mean, that is the reason why there are 4 speakers.
I see.
I think this will be really good to watch movies if you don't have TV and home theaters. Yeah, that
Probably
will
correct.
ruin the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, anyway, this
Yeah.
is good. This is good phone.
That's a
How
good-
much it goes for?
25,000.
25,000.
That's a reasonable price for a tablet, I would say. Because why I'm saying
This does have pen support, right? I mean,
probably not.
No.
Because they were not written anywhere, right? Not even
Absolutely.
the
no
website.
NFC, no GPS.
What?
Arre wah.
Yeah, I mean technically the LT variant might have it.
Okay.
If there is an 8 LT variant. Let me check it. Let's go to buy now and see if it has something called as 8 LT variant. There is no LT variant.
So, Mr. Ashish,
Oh,
if you're
shit.
watching,
Yeah.
if you're watching this thing, Doesn't have a GPS.
It costs 27,000.
It costs
2,000
27,000.
2,000 increase after the price, after the launch. This is the common Xiaomi move, right? I'm just telling you. If the product flies off, they'll just increase the price. They just keep the customers. Interesting. I mean, at 27,000, is it a still?
I'm just saying. See, Samsung times are too expensive, right? But still, they pack a punch.
Amazing. Yeah.
Why? Because they have multi-window.
Right.
One thing the tablet needs.
Right.
Samsung text.
Yep.
Windowing mode. One thing, another thing tablet needs.
Yeah.
Pen support.
Perfect.
One another thing a tablet needs. Right? At last, you get a big display.
Amazing
Amazing AMOLED display
AMOLED.
with two facing speakers,
Got it.
which are really good speakers.
They're amazing. Yeah.
And you get even a kickstand. I mean, if you buy the case,
Yeah.
and everything is there,
I
right?
mean, see, just these two things, DeX and pen support, make it a worthy laptop.
So,
I mean, tablet, but you saw me speaking it laptop
yeah.
by mistake because it's a laptop at that.
Correct.
Correct.
They want to blur the lines, right?
Yeah, and they're really good at it.
Absolutely.
DeX.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The DeX will actually, my friend has it. Abhijit has it.
Right.
He has been using it for, I guess, more than 3 months now, right? He says, he opens a PDF on one side. He opens his notes on another side. He might need to calculate. He opens a calculator in floating window. He wants to search something. Then he opens a browser in a floating window. And just does the things.
Yeah.
Minimize it.
Yeah.
Right? Right step. It feels like, he can do things much more than laptop. Except coding.
Yeah.
Coding is technically hard in Android. That is Android limitation.
That's the Android limitation. Yeah.
Technically, you can.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. That is a Telegram call.
Yep.
Let me kill that person.
Okay, I did get that right. No.
Yeah, I mean, just let me kill that person.
Okay. Yeah, so what he told is like, see, One UI can do only things which Android, doesn't limit, right? So Android puts a limit on execution of the programs, right? I mean, probably if you try to run a Python code, it doesn't have a Python binary. You cannot install a Python binary. That's the problem. That's the Android limitation. That's what we are trying to say.
Correct.
You can technically code, but you cannot run. That's the problem. So that is again.
I mean, see, if you want, you can use Nano. You can use GCC.
Absolutely.
With Termix. Like
Right.
it's like hell, right? So
Yep,
with
yep.
with this new age of VS Code,
Correct.
in theory you can do VS Code where, but still with the native VS Code and everything, it feels like
Oh shit. Stream is down.
it's not wrong.
Okay, it's not down. Yeah, continue.
So yeah, I mean it feels like powerless,
Yeah.
right, to use an Android tablet for development.
Absolutely.
So anyway, just to clarify,
Yeah.
see, if you want a giant phone, you want a giant screen, right? So phone screen is not good enough. The real
Absolutely.
estate.
Absolutely.
Then you can go for this tablet.
Yeah, then it's a good choice.
Then that's a good choice. But if you want a real tablet,
Yeah.
right, where you want to do multitasking, where you want to write something or do some real research work, or read about something, or just watch movies,
Right.
right,
Right.
in the free time,
Correct.
all in one device to do everything,
Yeah.
which doesn't weigh as that much as a laptop
Correct.
and doesn't require that much of a setup as a laptop.
Okay.
Can be powered from a lower power device.
I see.
Like a power bank. Can run for a longer time.
Right.
Then Samsung tab is
Absolutely.
best for you.
That I agree.
See, I don't actually hate MIUI. See, still you can do split screen. There are 2 splits, right? If I'm correct. 2 split.
Two splits are allowed.
It will still work. Technically you can use 2 apps.
Yeah.
And that is probably all most of the people need.
Correct.
Right? but from a perspective of a person who needs to do a lot of things.
Yeah, power user.
Not a power user,
Yeah, superpower
a
user.
user. I mean, user.
Okay.
But a user who is going to use it not just for
Movies. Right.
like a real deal,
Yeah.
like reading something, writing notes,
Correct.
and like juggling apps
Yep.
in the middle,
Yep.
like we do in Windows,
Right.
where we have file manager open, we might have Firefox or Chrome or Edge, whatever you have open. You might have some kind of Word or Excel or whatever open.
Right.
You will full screen one app, you might window one app side by side each other.
Correct.
Then it feels a little bit powerless
Absolutely.
to go with this tablet.
Absolutely.
But this is best specs. I'm
Yeah.
talking the MI has best specs.
With the
6 GB RAM.
price. With the price.
With the price, yeah, it's good price.
Good
The
price.
6 GB RAM is something you won't find in tablets unless you go for Samsung.
Absolutely.
And they delivered it.
Yeah.
860. It's a good processor.
Amazing processor.
Yeah.
700 watts.
And what is the latest one?
8 Gen 1. I mean 8 plus Gen 1 because ROG Phone 6 came in.
Okay.
8 plus Gen.
Got it. So this is not the latest.
I mean this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 generations behind.
Just four.
Starting from 888, things went south, right?
Absolutely.
So technically it's just 1 gen behind from the stable processor.
Got it.
870 was a really good stable processor. Then comes 865 and then comes 860. It's an 8 series processor.
The last question is,
Yeah.
do you like MIUI?
See,
UI.
what they have done is they modified MIUI for the tablet. So probably they'll like. Interesting question. Which we had
We
discussed
literally-
yesterday for half an hour. But yeah.
Today, I have discussed it for 1 hour.
Oh man. Okay, so Arjun is asking for the best laptop for designers under 80K.
And Arjun is the one who literally destroyed the stream just a moment ago.
Yep.
Just for the clarification.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, yeah, probably that Vivo AMOLED one, like Ryzen processor.
Actually, I think that is the best one.
That's the
See,
best one. Best
the
display.
reason is display first thing, right? AMOLED display for that price never
Exactly.
comes.
Never comes.
And we are not talking like not AMOLED. I don't think it's
Yeah.
AMOLED.
OLED.
It's just OLED.
OLED.
OLED doesn't come
Correct.
for that price. Second thing, it has high-end CPU. Like we were thinking it might have a non-Ryzen 7, like Ryzen 4, Ryzen 5, or Ryzen 3.
Yep.
But it has Ryzen 7.
Correct. Yeah, H series processor.
H series. Storage.
Exactly. It has NVMe storage.
NVMe storage. The only thing is non-upgradable.
Probably it has. We are talking about Asus, not that Lenovo shit, right?
Oh, right.
Not
right.
the idea, right? So it has. I mean, Asus laptop every time they.
But nowadays they are starting the trend like not having one.
But no, I checked on internet, right?
Okay.
It does have both SSD upgradability and RAM upgrade. So we are good to go, kind of.
Then Arjun kind of gave another laptops.
Yep.
But see, the thing is, just buy one. If you research too much,
Yeah.
you are going to find something better.
Correct.
It will have the trade-offs.
Yeah.
The trade-off that had with ZenBook was non-PD charge.
Yeah.
Which
That's
he
a
wanted. He
very-
wanted one brick to do everything. His,
Yep.
his laptop, everything.
Correct.
I understand you.
That's
I am
understandable.
also one more guy who wants to see that happen.
Absolutely.
But the reality is that those things are dang expensive.
Yeah.
I bought this LG RAM with the hopes of having extra GP. Paid the price for it, 80K.
Shit.
That was very high amount. The back then. Right. But I never realized that Thunderbolt will never come into normal gadgets. All the things which are advertised as Thunderbolt are not Thunderbolt.
They're not.
They are Type C's normal 3.1 devices.
Absolutely.
It's like Thunderbolt thing. If you touch a monitor,
Hmm.
it goes around 30k minimum.
Yep.
It goes 30k.
Yeah, shitty display.
I bought 22. I bought 23. For 23,000 4K display.
Yeah.
Of 43 inches.
Yep.
Now, if you ask me, a
Right.
22-inch display
Hmm.
with a Type C Thunderbolt port,
Hmm.
which can automatically charge the laptop, or a big display, right, for very low price,
Yeah.
which can't charge the laptop, but I can carry a brick.
Yeah.
I would rather go for the bigger display
Absolutely. I would
at a
also
cheaper
go.
price.
I would also go.
I would just take the inconvenience, right? So,
100%
see,
works.
like this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if you want the PDA charging,
Right.
if that is the real importance,
Hmm.
take it.
Yeah.
Right? If you have the processor as the second most important, add it to the list.
Right.
Prioritize it.
Right.
Take an Excel sheet.
Correct.
Sort it in correct order.
Yep.
Okay. I want PD charging. All the others are out. Done. Delete.
Yep.
Now sort it with processor.
Correct.
All the ones with lower end processors are out.
Go on.
Now sort it with RAM.
Yep.
All the ones with lower RAM or non-upgradability are out.
Go on.
Like this, you can do this until you can arrive at a particular solution.
Yep.
Then you can check the reviews. Right? Sometimes the reviews might be bad.
Yeah.
In that particular case, you are screwed. You had to go with something which you won't like. That's a
Correct.
sacrifice.
That's sacrifice.
And you have to make one of them. And this is a laptop we are talking about.
Yep.
Not a desktop where we can, we don't have to make any sacrifices. We can
Right.
literally play God at this place.
100%.
This is something pre-assembled from a company.
Hmm.
They will have some user base in their mind.
Yep.
And that might not be you.
Correct. Correct.
You might be in middle of two user bases.
Yes.
And there might not be a product which satisfies your requirement
100%.
completely.
Yep.
So one last thing is RAM.
Hmm.
Always plan for higher RAM.
Right.
Why?
Because you
Because
never know.
if you see free space in RAM, it is not free.
Correct.
If someone says, see, you are only using 4 GB RAM of 16 GB RAM.
Yeah.
Why do you need 16 GB RAM?
Correct.
That is correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
If someone says, oh yeah, you have 8 GB RAM.
Hmm.
Why are you going for 8 GB RAM?
Hmm.
You only need 4 GB RAM.
Yeah.
You only use 4 GB.
Right.
Kick that person nuts.
Absolutely.
The other 4 GB is used for caching.
Exactly.
Right? Disk caching. Right? Like that, now Windows basically use Windows. I'm talking, if you just install Windows,
Correct.
even Windows 11 or Windows 10.
Yeah.
Base install, nothing more. Not even in display driver.
Yeah.
It consumes 4 GB RAM.
Yeah. Just out of the box.
So if you get a laptop with just 16 GB RAM, right?
Yeah. Before
It doesn't look like much to use for you.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. If you open Chrome, you are gone.
Chrome already just for opening privilege. Just for the privilege of having the thing open,
You at least need 8 GB of RAM.
you will need 2 GB RAM. I mean, just to see it.
Okay. Yeah. Just to see it. Yeah.
Just
2
to
GB.
see it open.
2 GB.
Right?
Otherwise,
VS
you don't
Code,
even know.
just to even open it,
Yeah.
you require 2 GB RAM. And that is adding on top of the Chrome.
Absolutely.
Because both are two instances.
Both are hogs. Yeah. Absolutely.
Both are two Chromes.
Absolutely.
One is Electron, which is built on top of Chromium.
And, shit.
The other one is Chrome.
Correct. Correct.
Right? So always plan for the higher future.
Yep.
There is laptops are something you are not going to replace for a very long time.
Correct.
You're going to live with it for a very long time. Trust me when
Yep.
I say it. Like it's not like phone.
Absolutely.
Phone you might change it in 3 years.
Yeah.
Laptops minimum 5 years it will go.
5 years.
Minimum.
5 years.
Here probably use it for at least 2-3 years. This laptop.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't even regret it, right? The thing is that it just works.
It just works.
It's not
The
like
only
phone.
reason I went for a newer laptop
Yeah.
is that my laptop was too heavy.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was impractical.
that was very old laptop.
Yeah.
Right? It had problem with backspace. If you want to press backspace, you had to literally smash it. Right? It had HD screen,
Oh yeah,
right?
I see.
And from that, right,
Yeah.
Gram was a next level upgrade.
100%. Yeah, this screen, right?
Yeah.
Amazing screen. Yeah.
Amazing screen. Like everything is totally, new. Like
Yeah,
there was Wi-Fi AC.
right.
Everything was an upgrade from
Correct.
the other thing.
Correct.
Better keyboard, better trackpad, better screen, better
Yeah.
camera.
Absolutely right.
Right. That is when you are going to upgrade your laptop.
Correct. Correct.
When everything is better.
100%.
Even if Wi-Fi AX comes,
Yeah.
it's already there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just throw away this laptop.
Of course not.
AC is fine for me.
Works. Absolutely.
It even works after 5 years, probably for me.
Yep.
And I will use this laptop until that is
Yep.
completely over.
Works.
So just get a laptop which works for you.
100%.
That's the only way. It's
Yeah.
the only way. And you can go expensive. But
It always
and
works.
trust me, expensive always doesn't equal to performance or even stability or better experience.
I mean, see, this is the price, right? You're getting this performance. This is the price you're getting this performance. This is the price you're getting ARC. And
Oh,
you're
yeah.
getting that performance. You know,
In the ground.
in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ARC costs around 2 lakhs, if I remember it.
Yeah.
2 lakhs. This is a 2 lakh laptop. What you get is a beta test product.
Which doesn't
Right.
work.
So sometimes, not even sometimes, see, there's always a sweet spot.
Right.
Don't go to 1 lakhs for a laptop. If you want touch screen and all, yeah, I mean maybe 1 lakh.
Probably.
Yeah.
If it's a requirement.
If it is a requirement. But other than that, don't go above, probably if you push 1.15 lakhs.
Yeah, that.
That is the max you can invest in a laptop.
Correct.
Don't invest. Right?
Yeah. After that, if you buy
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your trust. I mean, there is only one option.
Correct.
By the way, also one more thing, right? These laptop processors, right? They are not really upgraded that much.
Yeah. Correct.
Ryzen 3 versus Ryzen 5.
Right.
Really big difference.
Correct.
Ryzen 5 versus Ryzen 7. Not much difference.
Yeah. Zero.
Like no
Almost.
zero.
Almost.
Yeah, it's like very slight change.
Slight.
Like that i3 i5, big difference.
Amazing.
i5 i7, not much difference. i7 i9, nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Just
That's why.
bragging rights.
That's why i9 never picked up.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So, if you can buy the best processor, just get it. But Ryzen 5 or i5 is okay. It's already okay.
Yep.
You don't have to push it more.
Absolutely.
But memory is another topic.
Yeah.
We have to get the max memory as possible.
Yeah.
We can only do it once if
Yeah.
it is older now.
Yeah.
And that will stick forever.
Right.
CPU, if it is slow, it will take a little bit delay. RAM is not there, it won't run.
It won't even run.
It won't run. That is a complication.
That's the problem.
So yeah,
Probably we have no question now.
perfect. I mean, we have answered the tablet problem, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, 32 GB RAM variants are so expensive. That is correct. But take a laptop which has a slot empty, right? So probably
If
the Asus laptop
See,
which
if
we
you
told
don't
you.
have a slot, probably fine.
Yeah.
Until you get a good memory. Not 60 GB.
Yeah.
If it has 24 GB, 32.
Yeah.
If there is no slot, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay with it. I'm probably not going to need more than 30 GB for 36 7 years.
Yeah. Correct. OPP. Thank you, Nihar. Thanks a lot. Alright,
Let's
so
see.
I think we are. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, Samsung S series tabs have been support. Yeah, that is correct.
Right.
Buffering. Yeah, I mean, that's the same problem. Maybe, yeah, something.
probably his problem because we are checking.
We are green here, but see, once the thing is all permanent, we will have Ethernet, proper
Yeah.
Ethernet.
Yeah,
To the world.
pure packets going from here to your phone.
Yeah.
At least to your
Correct.
wire router.
Now currently it is all Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
We don't want that actually.
Yeah. Alright.
So
I think
yeah.
that's it.
Victor's laptop. Okay, he's asking is Victor's laptop? No, it is. I mean, Victor's is Asus or
No.
it's not Asus.
HP.
HP. Okay. This is basically what was it? Zenbook.
Victor's.
This is this one.
Oh, VivoBook. Yeah.
This is VivoBook. Asus VivoBook.
Yeah.
So yeah, that answers that. And yeah, so probably that is it.
Yeah, amazing. That was an amazing stream.
Absolutely amazing. So if there is any questions, we will just wait for 1 minute.
Yep.
For you to raise questions.
Right.
If there is any questions.
Yep.
Not 1, maybe 30 seconds.
Right.
I think he is
Yeah.
lagging.
I'm left.
Uh,
If he's going right, we'll go left. That is correct. Yeah. We will check his name after this stream. Alright, so I guess
Alright, yeah,
that's
that's-
alright. So guys, it was an amazing stream. We know we came late today, but again you guys were there.
we missed 2 of them episodes.
Today even we came late.
Correct.
But you guys were there. That was an amazing experience for us. And again, like we will, if we are together, right? We might just come late, but we'll come. Unless one of us don't have any health problem or maybe no too much of work, right? Yeah. So we'll come every Sunday. If you have any questions or something like that, post it in comments or maybe go to talksfornut.com. Right?
Absolutely.
Please like this stream if you enjoyed it. Share it with your techie friends and they will get some good knowledge.
New.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, so
Let's roll the outro.
bye everyone. Now we can
Probably snap once more. Hopefully it works.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.